So yes, guys, finally Nikon's renaissance. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from the beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. And today I am also happy because we are finally witnessing Nikon's renaissance. It all started a couple years ago when they released the Nikon Z9, and then finally they celebrated with the Z8, and it became the camera of the year 2023. But recently, yesterday, they started delivering the Nikon Zf, which is the new news of the latest days, which we were all waiting. Why are we waiting for the Nikon Zf? Not just because of the retro style, guys. You might like it, you might not. I personally love having the manual dials because this is what I was used to doing when I started photography, and it looks like it was yesterday, at least in my mind, but it was 1994, it was last century, it was last millennia, it was a complete different technology. But finally, with the Nikon Zf, the very important message that is coming through is that we are officially out of the megapixel race. So after we saw plenty of camera brands racing towards 45, 60, 100 megapixel maybe, with the Nikon Zf, we are back on track to 24 megapixel. Why am I so happy about it? Because this will urge us to have the better framing possible already in camera, and then to take the best advantage possible of the new glasses that they developed. So we have the whole Z-mount S line, we have the Noct, we have the planar, many other ones are coming. There's not so much of a wide choice in Nikon's offering at the moment. They focus, at least the latest release, were focused on wildlife with the longest reach, like 100 to 80, or with the prime 180 to 600, and with the prime 600 that they released this very week. But with the Nikon Zf, you can use them all, and ideally you would use it for street photography or with an all-rounder glass, such as the 24 to 70 f2.8 S-line. I heard great things about it. And then eventually the kit comes with the 24 to 120 f4. Now, I have my doubts that might be the all-rounder you are willing to have, because I had it with the F-mount as a kit less when I purchased my Nikon D750. And despite, yes, indeed, it was a very sharp, good all-rounder, I remember that I struggled a bit because F4 is not so fast. And then eventually, if you have an f2.8 and then you step down to f4, then it's super sharp, you don't have vignetting and stuff. While the f4, while I cannot complain because I brought it with me on the trip to the Himalayas, when I was on top of the mountain in Tibet, it was also perfect, but when I went down to Nepal into the forest, it was not so fast. And then with the technology of the time, there were DSLR, you didn't want to pump up the ISO as much as you can do today with mirrorless and BSI sensors. And so I was still struggling. So please, witnesses, if you are using the Z-mount 24 to 120, let me know down here in the comments if we can rely on it, or if you better go with other glasses, such as the Tamron 35 to 150, which is an f2 to f2.8. That might be my very first choice, but I heard that is way too heavy. So guys, I'm a bit torn because I was looking to get a second camera to put aside my Leica Q2, which I'm using right now to record this episode, because I'm a bit limited, not having enough reach. So this Leica Q2, it's perfect, but 28mm, eventually you can crop to 35, 50 or 75, but it's not enough reach for very basic stuff. I'm not talking about my profession, but I'm talking about like day-to-day use. If I want to record my son playing soccer, then he's in the field, and with 28mm I don't have enough reach. Or if I want to take some pictures of him in action at the ice rink, still I don't have enough reach. And so I was thinking about the Panasonic S5 Mark II X paired with the beautiful macro OIS 70-300 Panasonic glasses. So M-mount, I will feel at home coming from Leica, and I appreciate Panasonic, of course, for this tape. But this Nikon Zf it would be going back to the origins for me, because I have been shooting Nikon for many years and I always appreciated the glasses, the brand, the products, the form factor, the dimensions of it. Guys, I'm really curious to go out and test this Nikon Zf that might be eventually my new wide lens Sony. It's a very good BSI non-stop sensor, and why we do not need it to be stopped, because we are having a mechanical shutter. So thank you Nikon Zf for still having the mechanical shutter and for having taken the direction back to 24 megapixel. We don't need 45, we don't need 60 for our day-to-day use. But guys, we are focusing, as photographers, we focus on the glass that are available. So whenever you pick up a system, you are choosing the glass that you intend to use. And honestly, with Nikon, I'm still a bit torn. For sure, this 40mm f2 would be a great choice for street photography, but as we said, I need a bit more reach, so I'm still reviewing what other options I do have. And then guys, I honestly am still reviewing all the Z-mount glasses that are available out there. I'm trying not to go with third parties. And who will win this eternal battle? Will I go for the Nikon Zf, as my heart is suggesting me, or will I go with Panasonic, as my brain is suggesting me? Let me know down here in the comments which will be your choice. And guys, congrats Nikon for its complete renaissance. Nikon is finally back. So with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it to the social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any videos to come. And I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye bye.